And to be seen at the big party. And now here is your host for the night, Mr. Rock Hudson.
Hello? Is that you, Tallulah?
Yes, this is she.
Are you busy, Tallulah? Did I disturb you?
No, darling, not at all. I was just sitting here going over some scripts for a play I might do. But I can't find anything that's really me. You know, of course, they wanted me to play Peter Pan. But I had to turn it down. I don't fly. You know. It's my sinuses, darling. I've had hundreds of x-rays, and all the doctors say that I need an operation, but I haven't had the time. So I just told the doctors to touch up the x-rays. It's worked out quite well, really. Who is this, please?
This is Rock.
Rock? Oh, just a moment, darling. Ah! Just a minute, darling. Hello, darling. What a lovely surprise. What are you doing in town, Rock?
Well, I'm here for the opening of my new picture, and I'm here in a little room at the Waldorf, and I thought we'd have a little party tonight.
Oh, lovely, darling. Am I the party?
Oh, well, I was thinking more of a group.
Oh. A group? What is it, a party or therapy?
Now, Tallulah, I did think of you first. I thought you might know who else is in town we could round up.
Why, of course. Leave it to me. I'll gather some very interesting people for you.
Would you? That'd be fine. Any time after dinner. Oh, by the way, would you have dinner with me, Tallulah?
Oh, by the way, I would.
Shall we say at the colony?
Wonderful. Shall we dress, darling?
Of course, darling. It's not that kind of a colony. Pick you up in an hour.
Wonderful. I'll be ready.
Bye.
Oh, what an attractive man he is. I could really make plans for him if I hadn't already decided to become a maid at the Rockefellers. Miss Esther Williams, please. Oh, she's down at the pool. Well, will you ring her there? Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, Esther?
Yes,
This is Tallulah. Are you busy?
Tallulah!
Uh-huh.
How are you? No, I'm not busy. I'm just enjoying my pool.
Naturally. Give my regards to Lord Bridges. By the way, Esther, do you spend all of your time underwater?
Well, no, dear, I don't. I do like to swim, though, don't you?
Well, I've never had very much to do with water, you know.
What's on your mind, Tallulah?
Well, darling, if you could get your webbed feet out of the pool and the water out of your gills, I have a very interesting invitation for you.
Well, what sort of an invitation?
Well, darling, Rock's in town, you know, Rock Hudson, and he's giving a lovely little party at the Waldorf, and I'd like for you to come. Will you be there?
Oh, yes, Rock Hudson's going to be there. Oh, you couldn't keep me away.
Esther, remember, he called me first. They all call me first when they come to New York. Gary Cooper, Clark Gable, Cary Grant.
Peter Stuyvesant.
Isn't she sweet?
Are we dressing, Tallulah?
No, come as you are. I don't know why I asked her. Oh, well, I suppose it's the trend of the times. After all, Eisenhower invited Khrushchev.
Hello, Earth.
Hello, Mr. Mortzall, please. Mr. Mortzall?
Yes, sir.
This is Tallulah Bankhead.
Oh, yes, sir.
At ease. Look here, darling, we're all meeting late tonight. Can you join the party?
Oh, I don't join any parties. I'd be happy to sign a petition, though.
No, young man. You've got it all wrong. Listen, darling, Rock Hudson's in town, and you're a very good friend of his, so he's giving a party tonight. He wants you to come naturally. It's at the Waldorf.
Well, the Waldorf, huh? The high-rent housing project for ex-generals, ex-presidents, right?
Yeah. Well, with lines like that, you're going to be the life of the party, darling. I don't mean the Republican Party. Can you make it?
Is this formal?
Yes. Black sweater and tie for you, darling. Good, you'll make it. Oh, such a bright young man. He's one of our new intellectual comedians. I understand that when he reads a newspaper, he actually starts on the front page. Hello, Miss Lisa Kirk?
Yes, this is she.
Hello, Lisa. Tallulah.
Well, Tallulah, of all people.
Well, you sound so surprised. Did you think I was gone?
Not at all. I'm just happy to hear from you.
Well, I'm happy to hear from you, too, darling. I haven't seen you since I caught your wonderful act at the pier. You look really lovely with your beautiful gold hair and those long white gloves and that lovely chiffon handkerchief you kept waving to the audience.
Tallulah, are you sure you aren't thinking of Hildegard?
I never think of Hildegard. Listen, Lisa.
Yes, dear.
Rock's giving a party this evening at the Waldorf. Naturally, you'll come, won't you?
Oh, I'd love to see Rock, and you too, Tallulah.
Well, lovely, darling. We'll talk some more about your career, and I'll hear all about your singing. How's it coming on?
Oh, very well, Tallulah. All I need to reach the heights is a Greek millionaire with a yacht. See you later.
Yes, lovely, darling. A Greek millionaire with a yacht. How callous can you get? Hello? Mr. Sammy Davis, Jr., please.
Well, this ain't Johnny Mathis.
Hello, darling. This is Tallulah, Sammy.
Oh, Tallulah who?
How many Tallulahs do you know?
Oh, I know who this is. This is Tallulah, the magnificent stage actress. Tallulah, fantastic nightclub performer. Tallulah, the scintillating motion picture star. And last but certainly not least, Tallulah, the marvelous song stylist.
Ah, how sweet, Sammy, of you to mention my singing. Do you really remember my song yet?
Remember it? I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
Oh, that's beautiful, Sammy. And just for that, you've got to come to a party tonight. Rock Hudson's giving one at the Waldorf, and he'd love for you to come, will you?
Sure, if I can get the hole burnt out of my pants.
Well, say it again, Sam.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
That this heart of mine embraces all day through. See you later, Sammy. Oh, what a sweet...
Revlon presents the premiere of The Big Party, starring some of the most glamorous names in show business. Tonight's guests, alphabetically listed, to avoid temperament, of course, are Tallulah Bankhead, Sammy Davis Jr., Lisa Kirk, Carlos Montoya, Mort Saul, Esther Williams, at the piano, Matt Dennis, and your host, Rock Hudson.
Barbara. Hey, Barbara, you're 15 minutes late. Aren't you coming over?
Oh, Rock, forgive me. I'll be there in a few minutes. I'm just putting on the finishing touches.
Okay, hurry up.
The drinks are ready, Rock.
Oh, thank you. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Fine.
Matt, can I sell you one of these?
Gee, I only have 2 hands, Rock.
Open wide, Mr. Dennis.
Wow, I'll tell you.
Sammy, how about a drink?
Well, if it isn't Manners the butler. I got one here.
Okay.
Call one.
Sammy, I haven't seen you since that night at Puccini's restaurant out on the coast.
Oh, you mean Sinatra and Lafitte's place? Yeah, I had dinner with Pete and Frank the other night.
Yeah. How is Frankie?
Friendly, Rock. You know, it's a funny thing about Frank. This guy, I admire him so much because not only is he a great guy and a great buddy, you know, but he is he's our leader, number one, you know. But he is such a man amongst men.
Yes. Not bad among women either, I hear. Sammy, you know, I don't go to nightclubs very often, but I did catch your act a couple of times. Would you do me a favor?
What?
Would you do some of those things I saw you do at the Moulin Rouge?
You mean you want me to do a number?
Yeah.
I thought you'd never ask me. I've been here for 10 minutes and nobody asked me to sing. Clear the way.
Sing a song from the picture.
What picture is that, Matt?
Porgy and Bez.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's do a little something like Gershwin about this tempo. Cool. Now, you guys are going to have to help me out a little bit, okay? Here we go. It ain't necessarily so. Now, answer me back. It ain't necessarily so. The things that your preacher is liable to teach you, it ain't necessarily so. Little David was small, but oh my. Here we go. Little David was small, but oh my. He fought big Goliath, who laid down and dieth. Little David was small, but oh my. Watch this, tricky now. Ha down. Ha down. Scum bum bum dum. Scum bum bum dum. Scatty-da-da-dee-da. Scatty-da-dee-da. Scatty-wa. 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 That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the whale. Here we go. Oh, Jonah, he lived in a whale. For he made his home in that fish's abdomen. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the whale. I used to be one of the high-lows. I'm preaching this sermon to show that it ain't Nessa, ain't Nessa, ain't Nessa, ain't Nessa, ain't necessarily so. I can stay?
What do you think of the scene, or is it too early to judge?
I don't know, I just got here, but it's a little different than the West Coast, right?
It's a lot different than the coast. It isn't everybody, because everybody's kind of the same, but you know that thing out there? I mean, there's some people with identification. I mean, when they come in, they're either like with both feet. You know that thing?
But it's sort of a thing, right?
Some of them, right? You just know when they're there.
Yeah, you know when they're there. It's character identification. And this happened to me about 2 weeks ago. We were at the Sands, and I had a couple of days off, and I came in L.A., and they had a party. And, like, I went. I mean, I got to tell Rock about this. Rock, Tallulah, you got to hear this. I went to a party out on the coast a couple of weeks ago, and all of the real big pro-type people were there, the actors, and everybody had an entrance. You know, it was kind of funny. Like, Jimmy Cagney came. Dig. All right. Now, what's the big idea? Of inviting a party, gathering, and you didn't invite me till the last minute, you dirty No applause, just throw money, that's all. And then Marlon Brando came, which was a surprise because he came like you're dressed up tonight. He came in your outfit.
Those are my people.
Marlon Brando. I don't want to stay. And then Jerry Lewis was like the last to arrive. Most of the group was there, Tab and Sal and everybody. And then and Jerry was was the last to arrive, and naturally he came in very quiet, you know, very chic, as he is in real life. Jerry Lewis.
Hello, hello. It's nice to see you here. Nice to be here with you.
Let's hear from the swinging boys, huh?
Yeah. Few singers.
You know, Frank.
Oh, yeah. Okay, clear the way over here. Let me get by with mattress. Let's do a little All the Way, and we'll start with Nat Cole. Good start.
Great.
Yeah. You pick a key. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless she loves you all the way. Happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you all the way. Let me see who else we should do.
Bennett.
Tony Bennett? You sure he's not here? Taller than the tallest twin. That's how it's gotta feel. And deeper than the deep blue seas. That's how deep it goes if it will. I think we should do Vaughn Monroe. One Vaughn Monroe. When somebody needs you, it's so good unless she needs you all the way. Through the good old years, yes, all those in between years, come what may. It's there. Pick it out.
Just nothing.
Frank? Okay.
Yeah, right.
For who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you. Oh, way and a ring-a-ding. All the way. A little Louis Armstrong.
No,
Okay?
that's
I got my handkerchief here. When somebody needs you, it's no good. Oh, all the way. You gotta do that, yeah. Through them good and lean years, and them in between years. Oh, oh yeah. D. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The owner of Cookie's Hangout, okay? I gotta get an attitude here. All right, baby, give me something there to spin my key, honey. Yeah. Well, who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you. Ain't that a kick in the head? All the way. Ooh, holy mackerel there, honey. Yeah. I do this in my own voice here.
about going into show business?
No, I happen to be a mining engineer, and I smoke for a living.
What have you been doing lately, Sam?
I've been doing what everybody in the world's been doing. I've been being bugged by the World Series, you know.
Now, what have you got to say about those Giants?
Well, I'll say the same thing this year that I said last year. Wait till next year. We'll come back.
I hear someone mention my beloved Giants.
Tallulah, I didn't know you were interested in the national pastime.
Darling, I am the national pastime.
May I tell you how lovely you look tonight?
May you? I insist. Come on over here, darling. Excuse us, gentlemen.
Of course.
Now, what were you saying? Ah, yes. How lovely I look. Oh, please go on.
Well, your gown is beautiful. Is it French?
No, no, no. I have a special designer all my own. I keep him under lock and key. There's only one dress like this in all the world. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
Well, if it isn't already young.
Let me take your coat, Esther.
Certainly, Rock.
Let me have your coat, Esther.
I hope you have a bathing suit on underneath that dress, darling, because I'm going to rip it right off your back.
Where did you get your dress, Tallulah?
Yours is a copy. Mine is the original creation.
Well, if anybody'd know about the original creation, it would be you, dear.
Just a censored minute. Now, Rock, you're an honest, fair man, darling. We'll leave it to you. Tell us now, which of us looks better in this dress?
Oh,
Don't be a coward.
Unbiased opinion. Come on.
Well, this is Harry Carey. Tallulah, that gown makes you look younger and more glamorous every day. And Esther, that gown makes you more mature and more sophisticated every day. And my name is Dick Clark, and everybody dance.
I'm going to break up this sister act. If you'll excuse me, I'll go home and change my dress.
Oh, is Robert Hall open this late? Oh, don't feel too badly about it, darling. It's happened to me before. I once went to rehearsals, and Cary Grant and I were wearing the same slacks.
Could they tell you apart?
My car's downstairs, dear. May I drive you home?
You already have, Tallulah. Bye.
Don't hurry back, darling. Isn't she depressing?
What do you mean?
She's so beautiful. Come on over here, sweetie. And let's get back to... Oh, I'm sorry, darling. It's lucky. Give me another one, will you, baby? Put it behind your ears, will you, darling? There. Here. Now, let's get back to our original conversation. Fascinating one. Me.
Well, Tallulah, as I was saying, I was proud to be seen with you tonight. You're such a wonderful dinner companion. I enjoyed those 2 hours listening to you. I mean, talking to you. It's a nice change. It's such a welcome change from those young, beautiful girls. I mean, I'm comfortable being with you. It's like putting on an old shoe. Oh, no, that's not it.
How could anyone look so clean and talk so dirty?
Well, Tallulah, maybe I'm saying this badly, but I've been an admirer of yours for many, many years.
Isn't there 1 minute, too many in there, darling?
I'm trying to say that I saw you in the theater for the first time when my mother and father took me...
Start again, darling.
I don't seem to be doing very well, do I? Can I play you a compliment?
It's about time, Buster.
I'm truly a great fan of yours, and I'd like to get to know you better.
Well, what is there to know, darling? My life is an open book, and I hate the chapter I'm on this minute.
Well, you know, it's funny. I never saw you in Hollywood. You were in pictures, weren't you?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, darling. I happen to be in the star of a very great motion picture called Lifeboat.
Lifeboat?
Uh-huh.
Was that a talkie?
Mr. Hudson, I will pay for my half of the dinner and settle with you later. Hello there. How are you?
Oh,
Enjoying the party? Here, have a drink, darling. Oh, again? Well, I'm really going to have some luck. Isn't our host a charmer? But you know he really is a naive child. He would have the impertinence to say to me, was Lifeboat a talkie?
Was it?
Ralph, what's happening over here?
Can't you see, Mort?
Oh, well, yeah, I dug that in front right away. Sure, where's Barb?
Oh, she's over there by the television set. You think it'd be all right if she turns it on?
Oh, sure. Go, Barb.
Yes, I
You think your designer could build you something like this, darling?
Dive in, darling.
You know I never dive on the rocks. What did I do this for? I haven't changed so many times since I was 6 months old.
Sorry about
Chic style, you know. What else?
You know, Mort, the first time I saw you was when you were appearing at that nightclub in San Francisco called the Hungry Eye.
Hungry Eye? Sure, that's home style. Kidding? Preceded by the starving me. Huh?
Well, now, we've all had lean years. It's part of the business.
I see.
Yeah, but you ain't had none in so long I can't remember. String of hits, one after another. And how about the latest one? I heard that the opening of Pillow Talk went just beautifully, plus the fact that the critics loved it.
The critics were very kind, but I was a little worried waiting for those reviews. I heard they can be pretty tough when they want to be.
Well, they can. They're
darn
like
right.
hardheads.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they've got like an analytical approach to all performances.
They can be funnier being, you know, like Skip Rope. That
Yeah.
Kind of no like I am a camera.
Now, what do you kids know about critics, darling?
Huh?
Well, what do you know about critics? I mean, I still bear the scars from some of my early blenches. When I played Cleopatra, the divine critic said, Tallulah, as Cleopatra, sailed down the Nile on her barge and sank.
Well,
What about that one? What about that one about King Lear? Remember the one about King Lear?
Tell it, baby.
Well, it said the man played the king as if you were afraid somebody was going to play the ace.
yeah. Well, listen, but with Shakespeare, they always have fun. Once it was a stock company that did Hamlet. And, you know, the debate had always gone on as to whether, you know, Bacon or Shakespeare wrote the material. So after this particular play, the next morning the critics said, let's dig up both graves, and the man who turned over during the night obviously wrote the play. It's a little small, huh?
Well, you know, it's a strange thing with me, because I do mostly nightclubs, you know. Yeah. I'm a saloon performer, but occasionally I get into the legitimate theater field, or, you know, I do like a concert. So I was doing a concert, right, in Akron, Ohio, and 4 minutes before, like, the show went on, no replacements in sight. The mic system went completely out. The whole PA system. So I went out. You know, I'm show business. You know, my dad and uncle show business. So I figured I'll go out and do a show anyway. Against my agent's better judgment. You know, I went out and I stood there on the stage and belted without a PA system. The next morning, this one particular critic came out and said, Sammy Davis Jr. couldn't be heard beyond the 4th row. Advice from yours truly, sit beyond the 4th row.
No.
Here's what he said. He loved me. He thought I was
Well,
grand.
I'm surprised at you, Rob. Oh, my goodness, I'm taller than he. Being nervous of critics after all the movies you've done.
Well, aren't you tense when you open in a new play?
Oh, no. I've done so many plays, I'm past tense.
You said it. I didn't.
He's mad about me, but he won't admit it.
Really nothing.
Wow.
Wow? You know, that's the most beautiful word in the English language, Rob.
Well, I can say it in many languages. I can say, you're très chic.
Très chic. Well, you're pretty magnifique yourself.
We seem to like each other. I like a lot of things. For example, I like New York in June. How about you?
I like a Gershwin, too. How about you?
Tell him, mister.
I like the fireside when the storm is due.
I like potato chips, moonlight, motor trips. How about you, I'm having a real good time. How about you?
I must confess that I'm enjoying it too.
What are you doing? Why don't we play charades? Games are so much fun.
We can't play with only two.
I'll show you what to do. Oh, after all that, I can't think of one. A charade, a charade. You think of one.
You want me to think of a charade?
This is a charade.
It's a popular song.
It's more like post office. Popular song, rock. You should excuse the expression and roll.
No, it's an old standard.
Old standard.
Yeah.
Dixie?
No.
Old folks at home?
No.
Pillow talk?
No.
Tiger rap?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, you're so physical.
Now look, it's when we're alone.
When we're alone?
Look.
Of course, why didn't I think of it? Penthouse Serenade, it figures, doesn't it? Just picture a penthouse way up in the sky with hinges on chimneys for clouds to go by.
A sweet slice of heaven for just you and I when we're alone. I'll build you a swimming pool fit for a queen.
I'll have a view of the Hudson that nobody's seen.
In such sweet surroundings, we'll begin the beginning. When we're alone.
We'd better join the rest. Must be polite.
I like a twosome best, but maybe you're right.
Tell me this, are you serving food? I'm sort of in the mood. Wrong mood. For a snack.
Snack? Snack.
Oh, thank you. How about?
No, thank you. How?
Buddy.
Well, I don't know.
Here's a sweater. Just eat one for
Oh, excuse me, Mort.
Yeah, go.
Excuse me.
Hi, Ron.
Hi. Hey, look at that. Well, I'm just fine.
Well, it's good to see you.
Well, it's marvelous to see you.
Thank you, dear.
How have you been?
Wonderful.
Good. I haven't seen you in a long time.
That's true. It looks like
Yes,
a wonderful
indeed.
party you're having
Oh,
here.
it's a marvelous party.
Yes.
Just a minute. Attention, everybody. Presenting for the first time at this party, direct from a long run across town, only because it's so hard to get a taxi, the one and only Miss Lisa Kurt.
Thank you, dear, for that very lovely introduction.
You're welcome.
Now, may I present the four boys who work with me in my act?
Yes, I'd like
Well, this is Jimmy Brooks.
How do you do?
Jimmy Harris,
Hi,
Jerry
Ron.
Rush,
Hi,
and
Ron.
Scooter T.
to. Ciao.
Ciao. See you around.
Okay.
Tallulah, I'm so glad to see you, dear.
Well, darling, one girl and four men, that's wrong. Mathematically, psychologically, emotionally, and a few other ways I can mention. I'm sorry now. I didn't ask Hildegard. Hello, baby.
Hi, Magda. How are you?
Well, hi, Mort. How are you, honey?
Come on, sit down.
Okay.
How are you? Good to see you. I'm really having a little trouble relating to this chic scene,
Oh, you are?
but I'm going to be okay.
Good.
Now, what about the four guys? And even McCalls gave up togetherness.
Well, Mort, you see, they had a chance to be the Crosby brothers, but they had the wrong father.
That could stop you. I can
How about a
see.
drink, Lisa?
Oh, I'd love one, Rock, but I'll get it myself, thank you.
okay.
I want to get rid of my rap. See you around, Mort.
Bye, Lisa.
Okay.
Now then,
What's going on?
you want to talk?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I always want to talk.
Okay. We're about to hear from Mort Saul.
Oh, we are?
We're about to hear from Mort Saul on his favorite subject, anything.
Well, if you think America's ready, Rock, I have a few ill-chosen words to say about anything.
Oh, darling, don't just stand there looking young. Go sit somewhere.
All right, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mort. You were saying...
Very good.
Well,
Would you like to
that's
do distributor? We have two left.
buying one, dear.
Oh, wait a minute. Brock, I'll get it. I'm close.
Okay.
Hello. Carlos Montoya. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me present to you the world's greatest
flamenco guitarist, Senor Carlos Montoya. Miss
¿Cómo está,
Sanchez?
señor?
gracias.
And this is your host, Senor Rock Hudson.
How do you do?
Rock Hudson. Y yo que pensaba que el nombre de Carlos Montoya era raro.
What did he say, Rock?
Well, he said Rock Hudson, and I thought Carlos Montoya was a funny name. Join the group, senor. Have a drink.
Thank you.
Just before you arrived, senor, I was just about to tell an hilarious story. I hope I can remember it. It's a bit far out, but we are all adults here. I'll explain to you later in Spanish, darling. Well, you see, this Texan, naturally, went to Paris for the first. And then the Texan said, how much is that in American money? That's what it does. Oh. What's the matter, senor? You're not laughing. Didn't you understand it?
I heard it before. It's more funny in Spanish.
Funny in Spanish.
Senor, I hear you've been rehearsing all day and working pretty hard.
Yes, on your world tour, isn't it?
Yes.
And just because we happened to catch you with your guitar.
Doesn't mean we're going to impose on you to play for us.
Even though everyone else has entertained.
All evening.
Yes.
¿Por qué no? Es que soy un cero a la izquierda.
He said, why not? What am I, chopped liver? Okay, senor, you're all right. Ole!
Málaga. I'm going to play Hotel.
Another night of hearing myself talk. My pillow and I both agree there must be a girl, must be a pillow, must be a pillow talking for me. I hope I'm right.
See what happens.
I better be right. Oh, there must be a pillow talking girl for me. Play it again, Matt, will you? Once more. Come on, play it. Once again. Come on now. One more time. Come on. One. Come on.
You see what happens. It's a good song and all that, and it's from your picture. And you're the host of this wonderful party, but I see that singing it 11 times is a little too much for you.
Yeah. I don't think so.
You don't?
You wouldn't say that to Perry Como.
What would you say to Perry Como, Matt?
Why, you say to Perry Como, sing some of Matt Dennis's songs, wouldn't you, Matt?
I'd like that.
Matt, would you play my favorite? It's Violets.
Oh,
yes.
Violets?
Yes, Violets.
Thanks, pal.
You're welcome.
I bought you violets for your fur, and it was spring for a while. I bought you violets for your furs, and there was April in that December. That's what you mean.
Matt, you know the one I love. The one, I make a date for golf, and you can bet it always rains.
Everything happens to me.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa, do you know?
Yeah, sing it, Lisa.
Well, I'll try. Oh, help me with the lyrics while you stuck on that. Okay, all right. I make a date for golf, and you can bet your life it rains.
You're doing all right.
I try to give a party, but the guy upstairs complains. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. Oh, I never miss a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps, and every time I play an ace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looks before he jumps. Everything happened to me.
Very nice. There you go. You're under arrest.
Play my favorite, will you still be mine? Play that.
Oh.
Thanks.
When lovers make no rendezvous to stroll along Fifth Avenue. Yeah. When this familiar world is through, will you still be mine?
Yeah.
There you go. I have another number for you. Revlon special. Here's the next one. Let's take a boat to Bermuda. Yeah! Let's take a plane to Mort Saul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy or Nine. Let's get away from it all.
Let's take a trip in a trailer.
Take it out.
No need to come back at all.
Let's take a powder to Boston for chowder. Let's get away from it all.
Yeah. We'll travel round from town to town. We'll visit every state.
And she sings too.
I repeat, I love you, sweet. You know the 48 plus Alaska, right? And Hawaii.
We'll go again to Niagara. This time we'll look at the fall.
Let's leave our hot dear, get out of the rut, dear. Let's get away from it. Far, far away from it. Let's get away from it
Far away from it. Let's
I dig the ballads, but I gotta say, I dig the rhythm things more.
Thanks, son.
Hey, nobody's paying too much attention. Why don't you and I, give me a little fascinating rhythm, huh?
Give me time.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Let's... I was going to sing you a song. How about that?
This I like. Got a lot of stuff I've heard.
Fascinating rhythm. You got me on. That's the sneakiest plug I ever heard in my life.
I had a few.
Fascinating rhythm. You trampled all ago. Fascinating rhythm. I'm all a quiver. Each morning I wake up with the sun. Always hopping, never stopping. To find that night no work has been done. You know that once I was happy, but now you're doing wrong when you start to chatter. I'm so unhappy. Won't you take a day off, decide to run along somewhere far away off and make it snappy? Oh, how I long to be the man I used to be. Fascinating rhythm, don't you stop picking on me. Give me a little vamp, a little Latin American vamp. Ladies, all right, now, ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, you do that one. Now, bing, 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 ding, ding, dong, dong, dong. And you give me ska-bop-ba-dum-bop-bop, zoink. Now, bang. Look, Ma, he's dancing. Is definitely set for the 24th of the month.
What? First the blues.
Okay, find a key for me. When you get through with that,
Dad, play Melancholy Baby. They heard the breeze through the trees singing weird melodies, and they named that just the start of the blues. And from a jail there came a wail from a downhearted frail, and they played that as part of the blues. Now, from a whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note. They pushed it to a horn till it was worn into a blue note, darling. Where did the band come from? They nursed it, rehearsed it, right? And then, hey, look, after 90 minutes, I'm taller than he is. That the Southland really gave birth to the blues. From a whippoorwill high on the hill, everybody, they took a new note. They pushed it to a heart until it was worn into a blue note. And they nursed it, they rehearsed it, and then they gave out the news. Let me hear you. That the Southland gave birth to the blues. They gave out the news. That old Southland gave birth to the blues.
Hey, you two. You know something? It's getting a little late. It's been a wonderful party, Rock,
Well,
but I gotta go home.
No, you don't have to go yet.
Bedtime.
What?
They're all leaving.
Well, wait just a second, will you?
All right.
Well, I'm sure glad you did come. Good night. Bye. Thank you. So long. Good night.
Good night, Rock.
Good night. Thank you for coming. Don't be late next week.
Good night, Rock.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to leave. Good night.
Well, hurry back, Rock, old boy,
I
huh?
shall. Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks very much, Rock.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I'm glad you
Thank you very
much.
much.
So long, you guys. Great seeing you. Right. So long.
Ciao.
Ciao. Well, I guess the party's over.
What a shame.
It's time to call it a day.
You've burst your pretty balloons and taken the moon away.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Rock, and thank you for a wonderful party. See you soon.
Good night.
Es tiempo de terminar esta fiesta.
Damn it. Rock, to the ball. See you later. Boys. He's over. And the smoker on deck. Good night, Rock. That was wonderful.
It seems to be right, just
Night,
About that time,
Yes, indeed.
I got musical talent, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Take off my makeup. The party's over.
All over, my friend.
Good night, darling.
Good night, Tallulah. Thank you for coming.
Have luck.
And a very special thanks to you. Good night.